if you're a capable enough man and you're brilliant enough, then the female has no choice. But it's very interesting. This goes back into a point I made earlier about how important it is for us men to find women who we don't believe have had a lot of life experience and look like they are. Because I got attacked. I'm going to make this point right now. I got attacked when the Matrix attacked me and fucking lied about me. They said that men are interested in women who are younger because they're more programmable. And that they're trying to make out that I'm making out that men are out here trying to get women and fucking do bad things to them. No, what I'm saying is, if you find a woman who's younger and been through less things, less trauma, less relationships, less headache, she's lived less life, your ideals, if you ask any woman who loves her man, what's your favorite song? His favorite song. Who do you vote for? Who he votes for. What's your favorite car? His car. That's how it happens when a woman loves a man. And that makes the man feel good, right? If she's been through too much shit, then that's a lot harder to pull off. So that link is very important for men and women.
It's pretty simple. Life is like a video game. Men and women have their advantages and disadvantages, so make the best out of what you got. Don't compare yourself with others. The older the woman is someone who has more partners, and she is not in her physical prime, and that's why they say women age like milk. She might be more mature, but that doesn't matter because of the negative aspects. Men age better because when we were in our 20s, women didn't care about us because we were too inexperienced, too young, and broke. When a man is older, he gets his priorities straight, and to be honest, he is in a much better financial position than he was before and has more experience with women, which makes him more attractive to younger women of today. All of this is a reality that is never taught to younger men and women. It's something all of us learn as we age. As men, we get to find out why girls our age prefer some old dude who's got a good job, drives a classy car, and can buy her luxury vacation and designer handbags. All of this happens as we wonder and look on, trying to calculate when we'll be able to pay off our college debt. Just look at the advent of OnlyFans and the idea of sugar daddies. Older men are happier with younger women because they're more feminine, fit, and beautiful, and are happy with what the man can provide for her. While older women will whine, not be grateful for what the man can provide, and will probably have insecurities regarding their health and beauty. So, it's just a natural order of things. I guess this is how it has always been. So, however politically incorrect this might sound, it's the reality that all of us, men and women, have to face and come to terms with. Women exploit their younger years and enjoy their time with older men. While older men know they can provide a lifetime of joy and excitement to these younger women. It's a natural cycle, and both men and women should be aware of it to enjoy it. The only losers here are men and women who don't know the reality or choose to ignore it. Younger men should therefore not waste their time with women and focus on building themselves up, while older women should realize they need to settle down with someone early on to avoid living a lonely life. You see, men have no clocks, so young men are forced to compete with old men for the same pool of young women. Notably, you have 30-year-old guys who are above 6 with good income, which is pretty tough competition for an average young guy. So, if men 1850 are going after women who are 1830, that's like a ratio of 3 men per woman. How good are any man's options at this point? Young women have the most bargaining power. Don't feel bad when you get rejected in college, the odds are just not in your favor. Imagine the last time you went to a party with 75% dudes. Real life has similar odds. So, should men settle down early? Well, no. We don't have a biological clock, and we can wait because it is true as they say that men age like fine wine. Not just in terms of looks, but also in terms of maturity, and especially financial health. I would say if you aren't succeeding with young women before 25, you'll have a tough time at 30. Sure, there will be some guys who claim they're getting more college girls at 30 than 21, but how many of these guys exist out of millions? But guys who think they have an automatic shot at younger women when they're above 30 are in for a surprise. The fact you are competing with older guys for the limited pool of young women makes your odds significantly worse. Remember, every freshman dating an upperclassman is one fewer freshman girl for freshman guys to date, except this will never stop. This is also why most men are invisible to women. It's hard to compete against 3-to-1 odd. If there are 3 girls per guy, you can bet most girls would be invisible to guys too. And by those odds above, A guy needs to be top 30% even to play the game. Even at the top 30%, the guy would still be a below-average option. They say men age like fine wine and women age like milk. A man's market value goes up and a woman's value decreases as they age in mating context. This might sound misogynistic and highly offensive to some in this age, but we can't deny nature and our instincts. It's as simple as that. Studies show men prefer young women, and women prefer older men, sometimes much older men, and are financially successful and secure. Men naturally prefer fertile women. Reproductive fitness takes a huge downward slope once you're over 30, especially for women, while it's not as severe in men's cases. Women instinctively value security, a man who can provide, which translates to financial security in the modern era. A man starts earning properly around age 30, and it usually goes up from there. Studies have also shown that men are happier when they are older, as women are generally happier in the prime of their youth. Women generally prefer men their age or older and avoid younger men. So as men age, naturally we have a greater pool of women. We see it in college. Freshman guys are mostly focusing on freshman girls, but seniors go after freshman girls. So senior men have a much larger pool. The inverse is true for women, assuming they are avoiding younger men. On the other hand, most 18-22-year-old women don't have much interest in 30-year-old guys unless they have money. So, in many cases, a man might have less chance with a 19-year-old woman when he's 30 as opposed to 22. In fact, if I go on a social media dating platform right now, I'll get matches, with most women being above 27. If I filter away women above 27, I'll get as many matches as I did 5 years ago. In reality, men value 3 things in women: looks, age, and partner count. All 3 are associated with younger women. Younger women have fewer partners by pure math. Younger women are more fertile. See, older women are going to be nicer to you. They'll put in more effort. They'll many times make the first move. Not because you are now more attractive, but because these women are less in demand. When younger guys were getting rejected left and right, those were from women in their prime. Young women rejected you not because you weren't a good guy, but because they had more options. And we are talking about guys who aged well. Approximately 1/3 of guys will lose their hair, so a small portion of men will get fewer options as they age. Because in terms of dating, women are born valuable, while men have to become valuable. Men value women for who they are, aka their beauty, femininity, ability to give birth, etc. So basically, things that you receive by default when you are born. When women preserve these things by not sleeping around, demolishing their bodies through excessive body modifications, etc., then women can sustain their attractiveness for as long as Mother Nature allows it in a natural way. Women, on the other hand, value men for what they are capable of, aka how brave and confident they are, how competent they are, what they achieved or are capable of achieving, etc. You don't hear stories of boss women falling in love with the boy who lives a street away, right? Because he has nothing, even if he is handsome. The sweet girl living next door, however, might have everything that a man wants. This gives men a fair and unfair position at the same time. Men can age like wine if they take care of themselves in terms of body, mind, spirituality, and financial situation. These are the top 5 to 10% of men who are in their 40s or 50s and still can date young women in their 20s. You don't see this the other way around that often, except for short-term fun. Women, on the other hand, don't have the pressure of having to achieve or conquer anything to be attractive to men. But the ability to sustain one's attractiveness is more limited because men value these default things that are nature-given and tend to decline over time. If you don't believe me, create 2 online dating profiles, an average-looking woman and a handsome man. You will see that the average woman gets far more attention than the top-tier guy will ever receive. Try it and let us all know here. Women need to realize age isn't on their side. For men, it's a different story. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support. So please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.